It's the first time it's been pronounced correctly, so I'm all for it. So, given that there's about 5 people left, and in honor of Tom Brady's 5th straight AFC title and 10th AFC title game overall, I'm only going to tell AFC Championship jokes, which are going to make sense to basically none of you, and I really don't care. So that's how we're going to do this. Joke number 1, Peyton Manning's arm strength. Joke number 2, Gary Kubiak's coaching. And joke number 3, Demaryius Thomas is an elite wide receiver. Now, that joke would have killed in Boston, not if I had to go after the 10 minutes of Boston rambling earlier, but some of you are probably saying, who the hell is Demaryius Thomas? Who the hell is Gary Kubiak? And you would be right to ask both of those questions. That's the correct answer. You might also say to yourself, Peyton Manning, isn't that guy from all the pizza commercials? And again, you'd be correct. But the important part is that none of you identified any of them as football people. And being from Boston, we don't identify them as football people either, so I like all of you. Also, when I mentioned Tom Brady earlier, I heard someone in the back swoon. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but I heard it, so I'm all for it. The game tomorrow is the 17th meeting between Peyton and Manning and Tom Brady. It will also be, coincidentally, the 17th time that Aqib Talib has to leave a game early with a quad injury because he's a pussy. And also, it will be the 17th time that Pat Bowlen has to call into a Denver radio station and explain, embarrassingly, why the Broncos left the playoffs early, which is an NFL record, by the way. I am, of course, kidding. That is a total joke. Pat Bowlen has Alzheimer's, and he won't be explaining anything to anyone. And neither will Shannon Sharp, but that's for a completely different reason. Chris Harris announced this week that he intends to go low against Rob Gronkowski. He wants to hit him in the knees. It's a little bit weird to me because, as our friend Jay mentioned, everyone's strategy in Denver is to get high. I'm sorry. That was awful. I'm sorry. You know what? I was in Denver recently. The altitude sickness got to me. It was either that or it was a preacher in Colorado Springs gave me AIDS because he's on the down low. But the point is, I need to be more invested in comedy. Anyone who's laughing at this right now, you're really well versed in Colorado specific insults, so congratulations to you. John Elway, Broncos general manager, was once quarterback of a Broncos team that lost the Super Bowl 55-10 to the San Francisco 49ers. He was also general manager of a team who lost the Super Bowl 43-8, which makes John Elway the only person in the world who can make the Buffalo Bills' 4 straight Super Bowl losses seem not so pathetic. You went to the Super Bowl 4 straight times, and you were relatively competitive in some of them, and you only lost because of a kicker? That's impressive, Jim Kelly. You're better than John Elway ever has been. To be fair, John Elway did win some Super Bowls towards the end of his career, once his team figured out how to cheat the salary cap by paying players under the table. So congratulations to them. To be fair, I think that cheating is just a thing in Denver. I think we need to all accept that. A little bit more relevant to Los Angeles, I seem to remember Kobe Bryant getting away with cheating in Denver. Didn't seem to be a problem for anyone then, so I think it's just a thing in Colorado. And finally, anyone who may be well-versed in football, I can hear it right now. Oh, the Broncos aren't cheaters, the Patriots are cheaters. Deflategate, Spygate, blah, blah, etc. But my thing about that is, I think that anybody who would say that is just jealous that we cheat better than they cheat. The Patriots are sort of like the Lance Armstrong of football. We're a cheating, conniving, scheming motherfucker, but we beat all of you other cheating, conniving, scheming motherfuckers. It's evil on evil. Lance's last Tour de France had the top 23 people test positive for steroids, so, fuck them. It's evil versus evil. And truth be told, I'm pretty sure that any non-Patriots fan in the world would give their right nut to have Bill Belichick as coach. And coincidentally, that's pretty much what Lance Armstrong had to do. So, have a good night, everybody.
Woo! Go Patriots! Yeah.